First ride away from the coastline, heading a bit inland, away from Oaxaca, and towards what Matt and Rob, who are my housemates, call the Beedar climb, and it's the one that they use for a lot of their quality work and also just a climb that they both really like, so thought I'd go check it out today. Roads are really smooth, very little traffic, and there seems to be a nice variety of terrain here. Even the road along the coast is far from flat. Didn't head all the way to the top of Beedar, but it's a beautiful twisting road. And you can just see for miles. This is an olive tree. I just ate one of those. It was so bitter. Oh my god. Taking a break from training means you lose fitness and you lose some muscular force, but by far the worst thing of all is the loss of efficiency. I used to be able to do a 3-hour ride on like nothing but 2 bottles of water. Today I've done 2 and a bit hours. I've eaten everything in my back pockets and I'm starving. Today definitely requires an emergency stop to get home. Yeah, go ahead. Minimum charge of €10 on the bank card. I had to go big.
No. Don't
What?
use me rest.
I haven't bonked in like 6 months. 1 Coke, 2 chocolate bars, and 2 miniature apple pies. Feeling human again. We're only like 10 k's from home.
I was gonna say, how many Ks are we from home? And you're laughing.
I just couldn't make it.
10 still seems so far.
Dude, it would have taken us an hour to get home.
I know.
This was faster.
Dude, if I was looking, everything looked closed, and I was like, there's
I know.
no way I can get up that hill.
My 2 housemates have an intense hatred for this town of Ture. Something to do with the traffic and people walking across the road. I am now officially in love with this town because it literally probably saved my life.
Cook for the win!
We're only 5 k's from Oaxaca.
I feel so
Oh my god. I haven't bonked like that in at least 6 months, maybe more. Probably not since base last year. That was brutal. We made it home from the ride, fully fueled on sugar. That first bonk of the season is just so brutal, so brutal. After the tour of Rwanda, I took 2 weeks completely off the bike. In fact, the first 5 days that I got back, I pretty much was horizontal, either in bed or on the couch, and I just did not leave the house. I was completely toasted. I am back on the bike now already, which is unusual for me. I'd normally take a 4 to 6 week off season, just depending on how much recovery I needed. But I am thinking about going back to South Africa for my national championships, which take place in February. The national championships for a lot of countries in the southern hemisphere take place during the summer, which is January, February kind of area. So with that in mind, I didn't want to take a really long off season and lose a lot of fitness because the national championships takes place in the first week of February, so it's a little over 2 months from now. So if I'd taken a full 4 to 6 weeks off, it really wouldn't have been possible to go back to South Africa, and I wouldn't have had any decent legs heading into the nationals. So I haven't fully decided whether I'm going to be competing or not. There's still a few things I need to decide, but I really want to, and so I thought it better to just sort of at least get back into training now so that I can make the decision in the next week or two and hopefully arrive there on form and to be competitive. I haven't done my national championships since 2014, and I really do want to go home and see how I stack up. It's an awesome opportunity to race against some of the Dimension Data World Tour riders, and a rider like Louis Meintjes and Daryl Impey, all guys who are really at the top of the sport, and it's quite cool to be able to line up against them and race them. I'd also like to have a good crack at the time trial. That's a discipline that I really enjoy, but there's quite a few things that need to fall into place before then. First and foremost is getting hold of a time trial bike so that I can train on it and go into the race well prepared. I'm enjoying being back on the bike, I'm enjoying the weather, and I'm enjoying the roads here. I do feel a little unfit, but not too bad actually. I'm also feeling relatively rested. 2 weeks maybe isn't quite as much as I would want, but I'd say it was probably the minimum of what I needed, and I think I had it was a good mental break as well. So I think I'm ready to crack on.